Hey, today we need your help. We need some feedback. So, Josh and I have been coming to you for the past 3 months, going on 3 months.
Has it been that long
It'll be
already?
3 months on July 18th,
Holy
and
cow.
and we've been putting out content, but we'd really like to know what resonated most with you over the past, I'll say, 3 months. And I mean, we're not perfect doing this. We're just talking about how to be better at providing value to those who are listening. And again, we've had some episodes that were somewhat scripted. Today, we were kind of going more off the cuff. It kind of felt like the last two videos that were out, if you go back and watch them, were, I'll just say, submit a little bit more genuine
A little more
in nature.
heartfelt, a little more off the cuff, a little more just banter, not so much coming up with something to talk about.
Yeah, and candidly, I mean, I would submit the last probably 7 or 8 videos. I mean, I was doing a lot of digging on the topics that we should discuss, just to keep it fresh and bring value to the people who are watching out there. But would you just let us know? I mean, what did the last two videos resonate more with you? If you've watched them, could you just drop a couple comments to let us know if you like those better? I mean, Josh, I mean, you got some opinions on this,
I have
right? I
opinions on
mean,
everything. It's me. Come on. No, so for me, I feel like, you guys see my tablet up all the time and there's really nothing on it. It's just kind of bullet points. I tell Rob when he comes up with the topic, I don't want to know. I don't want to know it because my problem is I feel if I know it, I'm not being genuine to you. Those moments where you guys have seen me cry, those are real tears. That's not me faking. That's genuine. And I want to make sure that I'm giving you my heart. I'm showing you that I wear my heart on my sleeve. And I feel like when we script it a little bit and we have these bullet points to follow, that we're not serving you the best.
yeah, and again, I just want to be prepared so we can add value and make sure that you're gleaning something that you can take away. Again, we're built a little bit differently, but I will submit that the last two videos seem to be a little bit more fluid, for lack of a better term. As far as
Kind of
kind
to
of how
flow.
we kind of what.
It just flowed.
Yeah, kind of flowed a little bit better. And I wasn't kind of going back and trying to figure out how to get something into the content that I thought was relevant based on the information that I had
Red.
read and I'll say researched before the video. But again, we've got about 90 hours of watch time so far with our subscribers and the people that have come back. So thank you for that. We certainly appreciate that.
Beyond grateful. We are. This isn't something that we're trying to do to make money. This isn't something we're trying to do to gain notoriety or fame. We're just trying to help people be better. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all we want to do.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that we're reaching out to you and helping you with the things you're struggling with.
Yeah.
We're talking about our struggles. We're talking about the things that we struggled in life with. And
Yeah.
if you reach out to us and maybe give us some different ideas or topics of things, maybe there's something we can help you with because we're just not thinking of it.
Yeah. Again, we'd just like to hear from you. I mean, we got some very practical experience, a lot of practical experience in our life about the things that haven't gone so great. Maybe some things that have gone great. We know a lot of people that have had a lot of struggles in their life. We are, for lack of a better term, pretty well connected in our respective communities. So what we realize is that, man, there is a lot of pain out there.
There is. There's a lot of people struggling with things that we don't even know about because unfortunately people aren't voicing it, which is kind of why we're coming to you right now. Asking our subscribers and viewers, asking you guys to give us some ideas of some things that maybe you're struggling with. We won't use names. If you want to send us an email and have it stay private, we can do that. Our email is findinghopeinaSufferingSociety@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Send us something. We can keep your name private. If you want anonymity, that is not a problem. We won't use names. We've shown that that's something we can do.
That's a big word for you.
I know,
Anonymity.
anonymity.
Really big.
I had to think the anonymity. Don't ask me to spell it, though.
That's impressive. I don't even know if I can get that one out right now. But he's right. We'd love to hear more about what you're thinking about. Our long-term plan is to get people on here to share their stories as well, not just ours. We think that's going to be relevant to other people out there because there are some things that people have been through in our lives that we know they're pretty horrific and painful, but they've come out on the other side of it.
They've
right?
come out on the other side with a different perspective and a love and a care for the incidences that have happened to them.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. I'm grateful for what happened on that bike. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for my past. And, people talk about constantly wanting their regrets. Their regrets. They regret doing this. They regret doing that. They regret doing this. Well, stop looking at your regrets and look at who you've become because of those mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Use that as something. use those regrets, change it, flip the script. Don't use them as regrets, use them as growing moments. Like I've said before, you never fail as long as you learn from it.
Yeah, we mentioned that a couple times before about, the failure piece. I mean, there's no such thing. And God, again, He's got you right where He wants you to be. And again, we know there's a lot of pain out there. I mean, I had the opportunity to drop a friend of mine off to a local establishment here where he needed full-time care, full-time supervision, and it was a mental facility, and I was in one myself here for basically 2 months, and but I would tell you that, I mean, I actually dropped him off because of what I went through and the pain that I experienced because I knew how he was feeling, but walking out of there, let me back up. Walking in, there was 3 people waiting to be seen. When I walked out, there was over 20 people that were waiting to be seen. And I walked out of there. I would submit that was probably the genesis of Kevin having this idea to come together to share about all the pain that's out there and how to get through it. And that's why we want to know more about what's resonating with you on these videos, right?
Absolutely. We want to know what's pulling at your heartstrings. What's helping you become better. What are your challenges? Those
Tell us what you don't like about what you've heard in the videos. I mean, maybe we need to get better at doing some things too, right? We don't care.
I got thick skin. I ain't butthurt. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we want to know. Tell us what we can be doing better to resonate more with you, and most importantly, somebody else maybe hasn't clicked on a video yet, and they need to hear something with regards to something they're going through in their life.
Yeah,
right?
maybe you've got something that you're struggling with right now, and maybe we might have some advice for it. We're not theologians, we're not therapists, we're not doctors. We're just a couple of idiots who jump behind a camera and tell our story.
Yeah, and again, to Josh's comment, we may not have the answers for you, but we're going to have people on here that are probably going to have the answers for you if we know kind of what you're struggling with. It might be losing a loved one, it might be getting over addiction, it might be challenges with your children, right?
Might be struggles with finances. I mean, that's a big one now. Look at inflation. Everybody's struggling with money. You're not the only one who's stressed out about money. Yeah, I had a motorcycle, whoop-de-doo. I still stress about money. We all do with today's economy. Those are things that are stressors.
Yeah.
Talk to us about those things. Maybe we have some advice. I don't know. But we don't know until we try, right?
Yeah.
And we don't know unless we ask.
That's right. So again, we're looking for more ideas around what you want to hear. We're looking for more ideas of what you don't want to hear, or what we could be doing better here to serve you who are out there, because your time is valuable, right? Your time is valuable if you're coming here watching us every week, which again we appreciate. And we've seen there's multiple people out there that are watching multiple videos every single week, and we thank you for that. But again, we're not doing this for us. We're really doing it for the people that are watching. So we're hoping that you're taking something away each time that you're watching the video. I would tell you that even as I talk through some of these things with you, I'm even learning.
So am I.
Process,
and that's why I'm glad we're doing this. When we talked about this, that's something I had told you in the beginning, is we can still learn from each other.
That's right.
Just because we've known each other as long as we have doesn't mean we don't still add value to each other's lives. And I think that's kind of the foundation of our friendship, is we've continued to add value to one another's lives.
Yeah.
It's not just hey, you help me get through this and you help me get through that. It's hey dude, I'm thinking about this, can I bounce this idea off you?
Oh, yeah, we've done that a lot. And we would have never been doing that had we not kind of come together and done this. And maybe there's something out there you need to be doing with a friend right now too.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going out shooting a YouTube video. Maybe just getting together more often to talk about kind of what's going on in your life. You don't have to be doing this.
And not sitting and wallowing in self-pity, just getting out and talking to another individual.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's hard. I know as a single dad with 3 kids, that can be kind of hard to do. Like, how do I pull away from that? But you still need to remember, just because you're raising children doesn't mean you don't deserve time for yourself.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah, that's very important.
That's the thing that I run into with a lot of single parents is, my life revolves around my kids. What is wrong with you? Well, what do you mean? Isn't that what I'm supposed? Well, yeah, but you still need to do things for you.
Yeah, is that
how really are you going to be a positive influence to your children if you're only doing things for them?
Yeah, is that really the best version of you if you're not serving into yourself? I know it's ironic we talked about getting outside yourself in our last couple of videos.
But
and here we're talking
to get
about,
outside yourself, you have to get outside yourself to know who you are.
Yeah.
And that's how you figure out who you are and what your driving forces are in life.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Is getting outside yourself, serving into others, because when you do that, the joy it will bring to you.
And not just your kids, is what you're saying.
Yes, exactly. Your kids are an extension of you. Stop serving into them. Seriously. There's so many things I want to say about our kids, because there's so many times we want to punch them in the head. Be realistic. Let's be real. We look at our kids and we're like, they frustrate us.
I've heard a pastor say once before, I love my little blessing, but sometimes you got to beat a little blessing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
And sometimes that's what you need to do is just get away from that scenario. So stop serving into them and start serving into yourself too.
yeah,
That's something that we need to learn to do as well. And that's
yeah,
kind of what we're doing here. I feel like the two of us doing this, we're not just doing this for you, we are doing it for ourselves, to be honest. We are doing something to be a little self serving. It's kind of maybe our little pat on the back of saying, hey, we're willing to step outside the box for y'all. Why can't you step outside the box for yourself?
yeah. And again, it does take time and commitment. I mean, I said earlier that we weren't doing it for ourselves, so you kind of contradicted my statement.
But it's
But
I'm not contradicting it completely because we are not doing this for us. We're doing this to serve others and help others.
but we are getting outside of ourselves.
That
Yeah,
and we're gaining something for ourselves
yeah.
too with this bond we've created.
Yeah, and here it is. It's Saturday morning here, in the Midwest, and we're, Josh is up at 5 o'clock. I'm rolling out of my house at 6:45 to get over here just to chat with all of you, and we love doing it. And we love to see the comments, we love to see the posts. And again, the reason why we wanted to shoot this was to just get some feedback on, hey, what can we be doing better? What do you want to hear more about? What don't you want to hear about anymore? Whatever it might be. And sometimes we'll take the comments with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Maybe we can't implement some of the things you're asking us to do because that's not going to be who we are. But we're certainly going to try and take some guidance. But please, yeah, please like. Most importantly, don't worry about liking.
Yeah.
Don't worry
I
about
don't care about
subscribing.
liking or
We
subscribing.
just want you
Comment.
to we just want you to comment and give us some feedback about what we can be doing better and what else you might want to hear about down the road. So again, I'm Rob.
I'm Josh
This is Finding Hope in a Suffering Society, and we're here to help you find the beauty.
in the
I have
darkness.
no idea why I can't get that last part out of my
You do,
videos,
you
but
do. I like words. It's cute. It makes me. If you guys notice, every time he goes to say that, you'll see a grin on my face because I'm
but
waiting for him to fall. That
but
words.
notice we never cut it out. We keep it in because it reinforces that we are not perfect,
And that we're being real.
and that imperfect people can make a difference in the lives of other people. So
100%. We're just like I said before. We're just a couple of guys, here flapping our gums, having fun doing it.
yeah,
That's literally all we're trying to do is enjoy life. It goes back to our previous videos talking about gratitude. I'm grateful for the time I get with this guy.
right back at you.
I get to sit with him once a week, sometimes a couple times a week, and do this. And the bond it's created is something awesome. And
Yeah.
it's not a bond that would have ever happened without a God-driven factor because we walk in very, very different worlds, very different worlds. And
But we're very like-minded too.
very much so.
Which
And
is kind of crazy.
it is. It is. Two people from very different lives, very different worlds coming together on the same common ground. And that is we love God.
That's right.
And we want you to be better. That's it.
So again, drop us a comment. You heard what we're asking for. We're asking kindly that you consider just letting us know what you'd like to hear next or what we can be doing better, and don't hold back. And again, we love you,
God loves you.
and we'll see you in the next video.
See you guys.